Assassin's Creed Odyssey is a big game. Bigger than Origins, if that's even possible, and in a lot of ways it's a huge evolution. But I know you just want to know what the cool bits were, don't you? So here are 9 things that stuck with me the most after playing the first 8 hours or so of the game. Odyssey is all about choice. But actually the first couple you make are going to have some of the biggest impacts on your game. There's obviously the difficulty, which you can actually adjust throughout the game to temper your experience. But then there's the gameplay mode. Choose guided and you'll get everything marked on your map, but choose exploration and you'll have to investigate the world to discover quests and locations for yourself. If you thought Origins had some good side quests, wait until you see Odyssey's. Each one is just as rich and consequential as the main storyline, albeit shorter, and if you move on from an area without doing one, you might just lose it forever. Such is the passage of time, I'm afraid, folks. Just look at this one where you have to investigate a village being plagued by sickness to see just how rich these side quests are.
By the gods, what's happened here?
Have you ever seen what happens when you shove a glass eye up a goat's derriere? Well, thanks to Assassin's Creed Odyssey, now you can.
Go get it.
Play out this mission with rather nasty man the Cyclops, and you'll finally be able to get off the island of Kethalonia and start the beginning of your Odyssey. But depending on how you deal with the quest will determine what happens with your pal Marcos. Go stealthy as he suggested, and it'll be all hugs on your departure. But raise the alarm and expect to face some troubles. Actions have consequences, folks.
All these years as a dynamic duo, I'll never replace you.
If you're wandering around the beautiful Greek countryside in Odyssey, keep an eye out for a marker that looks a little bit like a road sign. Speaking to anyone indicated like this is going to tell you a tale that is a direct consequence of your actions. And you might just start to see how far the ripples of your actions flow.
Until a filthy pirate ran his blade through my back. Now I can barely stand straight. I was replaced by you.
I'm sorry to hear of your injury. I had no idea I was taking anyone's place.
The worst part is, I always dreamt of sailing with my son.
The combat has evolved quite a bit from Origins, and seriously, RIP my shield. Instead, this time around, it's all about parrying. If you time your parry just right, you'll get a yellow spark and cause the opponent to stagger a little, allowing you to sneak a cheeky blade in where it's soft. It's a super useful tactic, as early on in the game, your health won't regenerate mid-battle, so you'll need every break you can get. Plus, if they glow red, dodge. Steal, kill, fight. Even just following the story of your family is going to attract you some unwanted attention. Watch your bounty level in the bottom right hand corner. Doing anything that causes your wanted level to rise will mean more mercenaries you'll have after you. And trust me, there are plenty. Later on, people will put bounties on your head too, which you can pay off, fight, or simply lay low enough for them to time out. But that's no fun, is it? This is though. This might not be the origin story of the Order, but there's already a cheeky little wink and a nod to the actual title of the game in a discussion between you and the wonderfully camp Alpen, one of the most interesting characters in the game so far. Just take a look at this.
After all that?
I gained something more valuable today. For your troubles, Misthios.
If I knew any better, I'd think you were testing me.
Perhaps. You did well, Misthios. Tell me, how do you feel about killing a general in Megaris? Do this for me and earn double what you earned today. Are you up to the task? It would take you far away from Kefalonia. So far away you might never return.
I'm not an assassin.
There's a first time for everything. What do you say?
In Origins, Bayek could stroke the NPC cats that would weave between his legs if you crouched. But in Odyssey, despite the fact that there are plenty of doggos, that's not quite the case. Here, puppy, puppy, puppy. Wait a minute, that's not a cuddle! Unfortunately though, for as many puppas that you try and pet, you'll have to kill some guard dogs, and it's not fun. You might not be able to pet the dogs, but you can Spartan kick a lion in the face, although I note that no real lions were harmed in the making of this video. So that's the 9 most interesting things I remember from my first 8 hours with Assassin's Creed Odyssey. For more content like this, click the buttons on the left, and don't forget to hit that big button in the middle for more news, reviews, previews, reviews, and more from us here at Games Radar Plus.